For decades, the personal computer has represented something incredibly powerful: ownership. You could open it, modify it, and install any software you wanted. Unlike modern smartphones, the PC was an open platform for free experimentation. At the center of that openness sits Linux. Linux is not owned by a single corporation, nor is it locked behind an ecosystem. It's built collaboratively by developers worldwide, representing digital freedom. But new US legislation is raising questions about how long that freedom might last. Several states are proposing laws focused on online age verification. These aim to protect minors from harmful online environments. Initially, it seemed only websites would be affected, but technologists realized operating systems themselves could be required to participate. This means Linux, the bastion of digital freedom, could be impacted. A major Linux hardware manufacturer, System76, publicly responded to these discussions. Their response sparked widespread debate in the Linux community. System76 specializes in building computers designed specifically for Linux users. They also develop their own Linux distribution, pop_os. They actively represent Linux users in the broader technology industry. So, when System76 comments on policy, people pay attention. To understand the concern, we need to understand age verification. For years, websites relied on weak methods, like clicking over 18. Lawmakers argue this approach is ineffective. Children can easily access adult content. Legislators are exploring stronger age assurance systems. These systems aim to reliably confirm if a user is a minor or an adult. In theory, it sounds reasonable, but technical implementation is complicated. Reliable age verification needs access to trusted identity information. Proposals include third-party services or digital credentials on devices. Some even discuss identity tokens automatically transmitted during a digital handshake. For consistency, this verification mechanism would likely need to exist at the operating system level. This is where things begin to affect Linux. Operating systems manage user environments and control application access. If age verification becomes standard, OS could manage verification signals. For corporate OS like Windows or Mac OS, this transition is straightforward. They already manage user identities and cloud services. Linux, however, operates very differently. It's not built around centralized identity systems. Many Linux installations don't require any online account at all. This decentralized ecosystem is one of Linux's greatest strengths, but it also makes regulatory compliance extremely complicated. If laws require OS to implement verification, who is responsible in Linux? There is no single authority overseeing all Linux distributions. This creates a potential fragmentation problem. Companies distributing Linux hardware may face pressure to comply. System76 emphasizes operating systems should not become identity verification platforms. They argue solutions should be implemented at the service level. This preserves the neutrality and openness of operating systems. However, regulators often look for consistent enforcement points. From a policymaker's perspective, operating systems are powerful control points. This creates a fundamental tension between regulatory goals and open computing. Another area of impact is gaming, especially with Linux gaming's recent growth. Valve Corporation has invested heavily through Proton and SteamOS. Gaming platforms often face strict regulations regarding minors and content access. If age verification becomes mandatory, it could extend to the OS powering them. This challenges Linux's philosophy of independence from centralized control. This debate is closely tied to digital sovereignty. For many Linux users, digital sovereignty is the primary reason they use Linux. Age verification laws could potentially shift that balance. If operating systems enforce identity rules, they become tools for enforcement. Some critics argue this trend could lead to the end of anonymous computing. The debate between safety and privacy is challenging. One solution lies in privacy-preserving verification technologies. Zero-knowledge proofs allow proving facts without revealing personal information. These could allow age verification without turning OS into surveillance platforms. Building such systems requires collaboration between technologists and policymakers. Regional regulations, especially from California, have global influence. Companies often adapt regulatory requirements globally. The outcome could influence how operating systems function far beyond the US system. 76's response highlights the broader concern within the Linux community. Protecting children online is a legitimate goal, but solutions must avoid undermining open computing environments. Linux exists because open systems allow experimentation and innovation. If operating systems become identity enforcement platforms, that environment could change. The story is still evolving. These laws are being debated and refined. Technical experts and advocacy groups will continue influencing the implementation. Linux has faced many challenges and adapted to new realities. Age verification laws may become another challenge the community must navigate. How developers, companies, and policymakers respond will shape the future. Will the PC remain a tool of individual freedom, or gradually evolve into a regulated digital platform? The answer is not yet clear. But the conversation about age verification, privacy, and open computing is only just beginning, and the Linux community will play an important role in determining what the future looks like.